Hello. Welcome. We are live. We are doing our third week of the virtual dinner party. Tonight we will be making, and I actually have printed my recipe booklet. So you all couldn't hear me. Tonight we're going to be making a spinach stuffed mushroom. We're also going to have a chicken and turkey gumbo as well as a citrus fruit salad. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. All right, so we have already prepared our chicken and rice so we can make this a seamless process on tonight. And I hope you all can hear me. So first we're going to start with our gumbo. Tonight we're going to be using our frozen vegetables from last week. Remember when I told you I bought that mirepoix with the onion, celery, and green bell pepper? So we're going to use that tonight to help speed up our gumbo time. We also have frozen okra and we have canned tomatoes. And this is just going to be perfect for us because we still had a couple of ingredients left from last week that we could use to incorporate into this week's meal, which is going to be gumbo. All right, so first I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands and then I'm going to cut up my chicken and gumbo. All right, everybody, how y'all been doing? So first I'm gonna go ahead and just cut up my turkey sausage. And if you want to use that Louisiana sausage, what is it called? Boudin, or well, that's the one with rice in it. But whatever Cajun turkey, whatever Cajun sausage you want to use is fine. I'm just using this turkey sausage because I like the flavor, and I try not to eat too much pork. None if I can help it. But every now and then I will have some bacon and everything like that. So I think I met my bacon quota for the week. So that's why we're going to be using turkey in this gumbo. Now this is going to give it a different flavor than our sausage would, than if we use the Cajun sausage. So if you're looking for a more authentic flavor, then I suggest, you go on with what you would normally do. So I do have some chicken thighs here. I have boiled these chicken thighs in um bay leaves, and I use bay leaves, I use the smoked paprika, I use some Cajun seasoning. It can be a seasoning of your choice. Pepper, I used just minced onion that's already dried in the can, just to double and layer the flavors on. I love to layer flavors, and it's going to help the flavor go throughout the gumbo. So even when you taste the roux, we're going to be adding some extra flavors within that, just to layer it in there. So I'm just doing a rough chop on this chicken thigh. Okay. I also use bay leaves in here. I don't remember if I said that or not, but bay leaves is something that's gonna be a staple throughout this gumbo. It's gonna help bring in the herb flavor that you taste when you eat gumbo, but you're like, I don't know what that is. Okay. And if I had some more celery seed, I would put that in there too. But I used all of it up and didn't buy any more. I think that would really take this to another level. Okay, so we have this all chopped up. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in the bowl. See, I have a little bay leaf left. I'm gonna take that out. And y'all, it's really smelling so good. Like when you're cooking with the herbs and spices, it just takes everything to another level. I have thyme in there too. So, all right. So now that we have that chopped up, we're going to get ready to chop up. Well, we don't have to chop our vegetables. So that's one of the great things about using frozen vegetables. You can make that meal and you can save a lot of time. I already got some dishwater right here, so I'm using that to wash my hands. All right. Okay, so I'm going to move over here to my pot. Now let's see how I'm going to do this. I have to turn the pot on. Y'all can come with me right here. That's not really gonna help, but I'm gonna turn this pot on right here. Let's see. We're gonna put it on like 7. And since I boiled y'all can come over here. Since I did boil my chicken, I have some chicken broth left. I bought one quart of chicken broth, but I actually have some chicken broth right here just from boiling my chicken thighs and seasoning it. So we're going to use some of that too. It's going to give a more natural flavor, and it's going to be a richer flavor, and it will, provide if I want it to be a wet, gumbo is a type of soup. So it's going to, give that moisture and liquidy that we're going to want. I said liquidy. Yeah, I made that up. So this is my skillet. I do have it on. And as it warms up, we're going to get ready to go get our butter. I'm gonna use butter. Yeah, because I do enjoy that. So y'all can just sit right here. I don't know where y'all can sit right here. Okay, y'all sit right there. And I'll be right back with the butter. I know I saved one. Let's see. I put all the butters in the freezer. So today I went to Kroger and they had some butter. They had the butter on sale. I don't know if y'all caught it, but you better get your coupon and go to Kroger and get you some butter. I think it was like $2.99 for 1 pound. And you know that's a deal. Hey, Al. How you doing tonight? I'm gonna use. No, I don't want to use this. I'm gonna use this knife. I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons of butter, and I didn't cut it perfectly in half, so I'm gonna use the bigger side, so it's a little more than 2 tablespoons. All right. Tonight I got me some sparkling water, and I'm gonna add a lime to it. Got me some sparkling water. Well, let's see how it's doing. Y'all can see what's going on with the butter. The butter is starting to melt. So while we're waiting on that, let's look over here at, that's my chicken broth. We have the virtual wellness dinner party recipe booklet, and it has our recipes in here. So tonight we are going to do the chicken and turkey sausage gumbo, and we're going to make the stuffed mushrooms. And it's stuffed mushrooms with turkey sausage, but we also have a vegetarian option. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Tonight we're going to replace the turkey sausage with finely chopped vegetables. And our vegetables that we're going to use will be the sauteed spinach to add vibrant color and an earthy, mild flavor to it. We're going to use red bell pepper for color and sweetness. It's going to be chopped, and we're going to use onions that we're going to caramelize to add to this as well. We also will add, we're going to use Parmesan cheese. We're going to use feta cheese, and we're going to use garlic. We will not be adding the breadcrumbs tonight because I don't think that'll be necessary. We don't have the turkey, ground turkey, so we don't really, I don't think we're going to need anything to hold it together per se. It's just going to be vegetables and cheese combined. So I think we'll do well to leave it like that. And then finally, we're going to make this citrus salad with mint syrup. We're going to be using a dried mint for that, as well as we're going to use a grapefruit and 2 to 3 different types of oranges for this. It's very simple, very refreshing, and it's perfect for the winter weather. Now, coming back over here, we're looking at our butter. Our butter is ready, so we're going to go ahead and add our vegetables to that. Ooh, boy, I sure do miss my cameraman, but I know what I got to do. I got to get something to stop that sound from echoing. All right. So because this is frozen, it kind of took my temperature down a lot. I already have it on like 8, but it's taking my temperature down. So we're going to turn it back up. We're going to let this come back up to temperature and start cooking the vegetables. And so I'm going to come over here and get ready to clean up my cutting board because y'all know I only have one. And then we'll be ready to start getting ready for the mushrooms. Y'all see, I found y'all some music. I hope y'all like it. y'all tell me, have y'all been able to make time to incorporate healthy boundaries? I know I don't even like stuffed mushrooms, but we're gonna do them tonight because I think it's gonna taste good. It just sounds so good. I wish I liked mushrooms. I actually got some baby Bella mushrooms, and I'm standing over here because this was where my mic is. But I got some baby Bella mushrooms, and we're gonna use those tonight instead of the white mushrooms. So I think those are gonna give us another depth of flavor that I'm excited to try. Okay, sounds like well, it looks and smells like we got something going on over here. Now, of course, you know when you use vegetables that have water in it, when you use vegetables with water in it, it's going to, when you use vegetables that are frozen, it's going to have more moisture and more water. So you're not going to get that browning and caramelizing effect that you would get if you use fresh vegetables that you chopped up on your own. But because we are kind of making a soup, it should be okay. Um, we're going to make it work. So I have my cutting board ready. And now we're going to get started with cutting up our spinach. And we really don't have to cut it up a lot. Y'all know when you cook spinach, it really shrinks down to nothing. So this is the spinach we're going to use. These are our baby Bella mushrooms. I'm only doing 6 because it's just me. And then we have our cheese that we're going to use. We have the feta cheese, we have the Parmesan cheese, and I added some Italian herbs to that as well. And we're going to cut up our garlic to saute. So let's start getting this spinach cut down. I got to get my knife clean. Let me turn this camera up. Yeah. All right, we got our spinach right here. We're going to start cutting this up. You got to make sure you use that cloth. We don't have to cut it up too much because, like I said, it's going to shrink down a lot. Okay. And of course, y'all know my goal is to keep this down to under an hour. And I hope that I get to do that tonight. I think I will. So now that I'm done cutting up my spinach a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and crush my garlic. Okay, so we're going to cut this out. Just take the outer part off of it. Now, I didn't cut the root off yet, so I'll do that shortly. Okay. And it just comes right off after you crush it. All right, so I'm going to cut this part off right here. And this was the part that held everything together. So that's why you got to keep your roots strong, because even in your own life, you got to keep those roots strong because the roots hold everything together. So I want you to think about what your foundation is. Is your foundation Christ? Because when it comes, when things come in your life to try to separate you and try to shake you up, you got to be rooted in Christ. And you got to keep those roots together. Okay, so I'm going to cut this up. I noticed that even when I cut other root vegetables like onion, if you don't cut the root of that onion off, it's going to stay together. It's going to hold it together. So keep your roots intact. Not when you're cutting onions, but just in life. All right. So I want to check on my, what do I want to check on, y'all? I want to check on my vegetables over here. And y'all can come with me. My mom said she bought me one of those things that follow you in the kitchen. The camera, one of those pods that follow you. What you talking about filled with Hunt Brother? You want me to put the fill the mushroom with Hunt Brother pizza? Now that sounds like a good recipe. We can fill the mushroom with the pizza topping. I don't, you on to something right there. All right, I'm gonna show y'all this because y'all can see that our vegetables are starting to, get caramelized a little bit. The water that was in there first is evaporating, and so that's going to be the beginning of the browning that we do want to see. After we get ready to, after we get done browning this, we're going to add our chicken and our sausage, and we probably can add it right now to add some more fat to the mix, but we'll see. So I think this will be a good size skillet to use. I got my olive oil right here, so I'm going to turn this eye on. Turn that eye on, let it get hot. Okay, I'm starting to smell this brown. So, and y'all can look at it. So y'all see it is starting to brown a little bit. So I think we can go ahead and add our turkey and chicken. Here it is right here. Got to get my water because I'm thirsty. Woo. All right, let me switch it. Oh yeah. Minister through the joy of cooking. That's what we do. That's what we do. Can y'all see y'all? I'm putting it everywhere. Micah did good last week, didn't he? I'm gonna have to get him back. So we're gonna let that do what it does. All right. So my skillet is getting hot. I'm gonna put this back over here. So y'all see, I got my hair done last week. Y'all see? Well, I got it done. So yeah, I got it done. I ain't gotta wear no wig no more. I don't have to, put my hat on. I just got some 2 strand twists and we rocking it. So we're gonna stir this up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add my oil to the skillet. Y'all can't see it. So that's about a tablespoon of oil, if I had to call it. About a tablespoon. So we're about to add this and this to the skillet. We're gonna add our garlic last though. I think it's ready. This is our spinach. Y'all see it's already starting to shrink. So let's go ahead and add the garlic because our time is gonna go really fast on this. This is what our chicken and sausage and vegetables are looking like. Doesn't they look good? Now y'all know I'm not gonna eat all of this, so I'm gonna have to freeze it or put some up for later. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you, Al. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Pizza can be healthy too. So we're gonna take this garlic over here to the skillet. I think I have this up kind of high, so I'm gonna go on and turn it down to maybe a 3. We're gonna add some. I think we're gonna do some pepper. Just some salt and pepper. I think that will be enough. I'm gonna go on and turn my oven on. I'm gonna put it on 400. Now y'all come over here and look at these so we can stir it up together. Okay. It's a lot of garlic, but I don't think you can ever have too much. The only thing I added to this was pepper. Oh, I made a mess. The only thing I added to this right now was pepper because honestly, I already put a little salt in my cheese mixture with the thyme. I've already done that, so I didn't want to add any more salt. And it's actually a pink Himalayan salt. We know that pink Himalayan salt is going to be more balanced than just using regular iodine salt or even a sea salt because it's going to offer those other minerals. It came from an island, it's going to have our magnesium, potassium, and sodium, and those are essential electrolytes that our body needs. It's good for your heart and things like that. Y'all see what it turned into? Now, what really is that really gonna be enough? I think so because we're gonna do it with the cheese, on top. So there we go with that. I told y'all I was gonna cut up a bell pepper, but I forgot to cut the bell pepper up. So let me turn this off. Oh Lord, it's about to be a disaster if I don't pull it back in. I got to reel this back in. I gotta cut up my red bell pepper. You said that's the sauce you use? Okay. Yes. So you healthy. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. I think I'm like forcing this over here. Let me go on and add my flour. We're gonna do about a cup of flour. Now this is not a cup of flour, y'all. But we're gonna add that. I added about a cup, and we're gonna stir it up. This is how it looks right now. We're gonna stir it up, and we're gonna try to brown it. So I know I got some pro gumbo makers out there, but the key to a good gumbo is what I heard is what you gotta brown that roux. So we're gonna brown this flour. If you add the liquid too soon before it turns that brown that you want it, then you're gonna have a light color gumbo, which I probably will have a light color gumbo. My gumbo probably gonna be blonde. Fooling with me. All right, yeah, I had my heat up too high, so I'm turning it down. I gotta take a sip of my water. Yes, it is exotic. Actually, the vegetables are definitely colorful. And yes, that pink Himalayan salt is exotic. I think it comes from the Himalayans. All right, let me go and add this. So whatever color roux we get is what we get. I got my okra. Let me put this back over here so y'all can see it. I got my okra right here. I got my tomatoes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really right-handed. I got my okra and tomatoes. So are we gonna have a dark enough roux? We shall see. Now a roux is made up of fat and flour. So normally a roux is 1 part fat and 1 part flour. This roux can be the basis of macaroni and cheese. It can be the basis of a soup. It can be the basis of a gravy. A roux is so versatile. It's like something that everybody should really know how to make. So, like I said, it's 1 part flour and 1 part fat. This means if you use 2 tablespoons of flour, you need to use 2 tablespoons of fat. If you use 1 cup of flour, you need 1 cup of fat. Now, in ours, we're gonna have a lot of fat in this chicken broth that we have already made earlier. And as y'all can see, you can see it starts to thicken up. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see it thickening up? And then we got our okra in here making everything slimy. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't like okra, you can always leave the okra out. Like when we made our jambalaya last week, we did not add the okra. But y'all see how it's sticking? That's because of the, um, y'all know what I'm talking about. That's because of the what? Flour. Okay, the flour got gluten in it. It's starting to stretch and make everything thick, sticky and thick. So I'm gonna put this back over here because I'm gonna have to pour my stock. I'm gonna let y'all look at these beautiful fruits right here. So y'all stay with me. Okay, we're gonna pour this. We're gonna get ready to pour this chicken stock into this mixture right here. First, let me add some seasoning to it because I do want to layer those seasonings on. We got some smoked paprika. I'm gonna do about a tablespoon. Okay, I'm gonna add some Tony's to it. I'm just doing it how I want to, y'all. Y'all can follow the recipe, but I pretty much had an idea of what I wanted to taste like. Now, we did find out last week that this Tony's was spicy. Um, this is some ground thyme. And then I'm going to add some bay leaves to it. I'm going to add about 3 bay leaves to it. All right. I'm not going to add no salt until the end because we got to know what we're working with. So let me go ahead. Now this broth, this chicken broth, like I said, it also has a lot of herbs and spices in it. Y'all can't see it, but it's definitely in there. So we have layered on the flavors. I'm gonna show y'all how it's looking. And actually, I've already made my rice, so this is gonna help us cut our time down. So y'all can see how it's looking. Okay, so far this is how the gumbo is looking. Yeah, Miss Maple, I agree. That is the best salt to use. It's one of the best salts to use. So this is how the gumbo is coming along. Now let me check the recipe to make sure that I'm not leaving anything out because I already left out the red bell pepper from my stuffed mushrooms. Oh my gosh, do y'all see it? Oh Lord, we gonna work it out. I'm gonna let y'all. I want y'all to see it like it's really coming together. Look. Oh. Okay. So y'all see it right back over here. All right. So we're gonna leave this alone for a few minutes while I check and see, make sure that we got everything that we need. Just because I'm nervous and I don't want to forget anything. If you haven't downloaded your virtual wellness party recipe book, you can find this online. I will put the link in the comments at the end. So we have added our chicken thighs. We also have added our turkey sausage, our okra, onion, bell pepper, celery. We got that frozen. We need to add some garlic to this. We do have the all-purpose flour that was supposed to be half a cup. So I think I did too much of that. 2 bay leaves. We did 3 of those. And the thyme, cave seeds. Okay, so everything is in there. We just need to add the garlic to this. Now, I don't know how I was going to forget that because I love garlic. So let me get ready to add the garlic. I'm going to put a top on this. This one down there. Probably turn it up to like a 7 just to want to get a boil going. Y'all can come back over here. We're gonna cut up the rest of this garlic. We're gonna do about, I think we should do, they're so little. I would have said all of them, but I'm gonna do the biggest ones I can find. All right, so I think we got enough. There's too many little ones. We'll save that for another time. So let's do these right here. And I gotta get ready to wipe this counter down. I'm gonna go on and cut the ends off of them. Ooh. Y'all see when I smashed it, it was easier to cut the roots off after I had already taken it through something. And that's another message. Oh, that's how the enemy do. He try to take you through something, then he look for that opportune time, but we're not gonna let that happen. Smash, 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 smash. Oops. All right. So that's about 4. I think that gumbo is gonna be scotched or scorched. It's gonna be a little scorched. But not actually the roux. I scorched the chicken. I mean the vegetables because I was trying to evaporate that water, but I never turned it back down. So I definitely am somebody that likes to cook with fresh foods and fresh ingredients. But sometimes you just don't have time. So is this something that you would consider like good for you? I would say so. It has a lot of vegetables in it. It has the protein, and it has vegetables. So you know what you put in it. You know what's in it because you did it yourself. And for us, we substituted the pork for the turkey, but you have to keep in mind that sometimes turkey can have a lot of sodium in it. So we have to read that package to find out, is this really better? Is this really better or not? So it depends on what you need. All right, so I'm going to take the top off and I'm going to add the garlic. When we bring our roux to a boil, what we're going to do is we're going to turn it down to a simmer. Just adding garlic in there. Stir, stir. Oh, that reminds me of New Orleans a little bit. Alright, I'm going to add the rest of this in here. You got some good stuff at the bottom. Alright. I'm going to have to wash these dishes right quick. If y'all want me to pray for y'all regarding something, just put it in the comments for me, or you can inbox me. If you need some prayer for something, if you need some agreement on something. Alrighty. I'm just gonna move these to the side. Just kind of wipe this down. I do have some green onions right here. I'm gonna use that at the end. Just some bottoms of some onions. All right, so let me get this out the way. I'm actually gonna flip when I get ready to cut up my fruit. I'm gonna flip this cutting board over because I don't want to taste no garlic. You know, even if we wash it, it's just so strong. You'll be able to kind of, taste it. So, like I said, I do need to get another cutting board. I just haven't done it yet, but I definitely will. Have y'all tried any of the recipes yet, or have y'all tried any new recipes that you want to share with us? Please put it in the comments. First, I'm gonna cut up this bell pepper. Did y'all remind me? Would you say this is better for you than a cheeseburger and or wings? Yeah, but it's because of addition, not because it's because of what we adding. Because we added some vegetables to it. So that's true. That is true. So we're gonna get ready to cut up our bell pepper. I think I want to use probably 1/4 of it because as y'all saw, we really do not have a lot of mushrooms that we're gonna be making. So we're gonna use about that much. So it's gonna be a really quick chop. Try to make sure I do it small enough so when I cook it, it'll cook down. All right, let's turn it the other way. Get everybody in line. Uniform. We're gonna take it back this way. All right, so we're gonna get ready to saute these along with the spinach that we already had started on, and we're not gonna, we want to leave it a little texturized just for contrast when we eat the mushroom. The mushroom is gonna be soft, and then we're gonna have the flavors and textures of the cheese, the astringency, and then we're gonna add our bell peppers, and it's gonna give us a little crunch. But we don't want it to be too crunchy. We just don't want it to be very soft. So I'm gonna bring this skillet over here. Let me wipe this stove off. Alrighty, so y'all can come with me over here. I don't know. I'll come back and get y'all. I'm adding it to the skillet. Of course, I turned it off so it's not gonna be hot. Red bell peppers are good by themselves anyway. So I'm definitely gonna enjoy that. And yes, I am eating these. When I wash this cutting board, I'm gonna wash my hands at the same time. I don't know if y'all ever tried it raw, but red bell pepper is a really, really good raw vegetable. You can have that with some dip or not. It's just so sweet and crunchy. Alrighty, we're gonna start on that. We're gonna start cutting up our mushrooms. So this is what it's looking like. I'm gonna come up here. This is what our mixture is looking like. That's gonna go inside the mushrooms. Y'all can see that it's very colorful. I have the oven on already. Now, honestly, if I hadn't forgotten about the bell pepper, I would have sauteed the bell pepper first and then added the spinach to it. All right. I'm gonna turn that down because I don't want to burn that too. Ooh. Oh, we got a boil. Y'all come over here and look. See, we got a boil going. I'm gonna give it a taste because I think I want to smell some more Cajun seasoning. But my kids really couldn't eat the gumbo, and if they can't eat it, then what's the point of doing it? You know. So I would just add a little bit more Cajun seasoning when I eat my food because it was too spicy for them. So if I do the same thing this week, they won't be able to eat the gumbo either. So I might hold off on that Cajun seasoning and just add it to only mine. All right. I'm turning this gumbo down to a simmer, and we're gonna put our top back on. Now y'all can follow me back over here to the cutting board. I have my paring knife. I'm gonna go ahead and get this knife right here. I don't know what it's called. So we're gonna get ready to take these stems off of the mushrooms. And these can be cut up and put inside of the mushrooms. That's actually what the recipe calls for, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm already doing the most by even trying to eat this mushroom anyway. I know I'm gonna like the flavors because I like spinach, but I don't like the texture of mushrooms. Now I made a mushroom burger before and I liked it. It actually had the meaty texture. So I know that mushrooms take on any flavor of however you season it. So I'm thinking if it has the garlic in it, it has the Parmesan cheese, it's gonna have the red bell pepper, the spinach. I like all of that stuff. So hopefully when I roast it, it'll be enough to it'll change the texture enough for me to think, oh, I'm eating, meat or this is an hors d'oeuvre. We'll see. I want to like mushrooms. So I guess it's only a matter of time. So we have those poured out. I'm going to put it back in here. Okay, put that to the side. Do y'all like mushrooms and stuff like that? Is this something that you would try? Okay. Yeah, I did. Okay, I think I remember you saying that you love mushrooms, Auntie Maple. Yes, this is jazz. You know how I roll. I do. I like jazz. I don't really know any artists. I just like the way jazz feels. It feels like it feels like good food. So yeah, it is. But I don't know who's playing. But I did put in royalty free music, so I won't get shut down. All right, so I think our stuffing is done for the what is it called now? Mushrooms. So our stuffing is done. We got the oven on. This is our pan. It's kind of big to say we're gonna be doing 6 mushrooms, but it is what it is. I'm gonna kind of rub my mushrooms down in oil so they can roast. And I don't think I ever had like a roasted mushroom. And I know when you roast vegetables, even though mushroom is not a vegetable, it's like a fungi or something like that. See, that's all weird to me, but it's good for you though. So that's why I want to like mushroom because they are so good for you. So this roasting, I think, is gonna enhance the flavor of the mushroom. I broke this one, so we just don't politely put him back together. You can see right here. Okay, we got this mushroom and we got this one. All right, are y'all ready? Let's get them stuffed. I'm gonna sit that right there. Y'all see it? And we got some really nice sized garlic pieces. So that's what I think is really gonna elevate this mushroom for me. That garlic and those red roasted bell peppers. Everybody knows when you eat good, you feel good. When you give yourself the good fuel that you need, the colors that you need. Okay. And I think we made just enough stuffing for all of them. We actually have a little extra left. And we still have to put our cheese on there. So like I said, this is our feta cheese with Parmesan and Italian herbs blend with a little salt, a little Himalayan salt. And we know cheese already had salt in it, so that's why I didn't add salt to anything else on this dish. Okay. Now, if this really looks good, like that's why I want to love it. I want to love it, and I think I will. And I have that oven on 400. It's gonna get nice and toasty. It's gonna brown. It's gonna give me everything that I need because it's something about caramelizing and browning your food. It just tastes like home. It's like when you brown that cheese on top of that macaroni. It's like it's nothing like it. All right, so that's what it's gonna look like going into the oven. I'm gonna get my hands clean really quick. All righty, and I'm gonna give y'all a close up. Y'all don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna give you a close up. So this is what it looks like up close. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Now doesn't that look good, y'all? So we're gonna get ready to put them in the oven. Okay, so y'all sit right here. I'll put it on the top row. I put those mushrooms on the top row. I put the mushrooms on the top row because, as you know, heat rises to the top, and there's gonna give me the browning that we're gonna be looking for. So you just remember that as God takes you higher and higher, and as you go higher and higher in the things of God, remember that heat rises to the top. So it's gonna feel like things are getting hotter. It's gonna feel like things are getting harder as you get higher and higher because it's gonna require more of you. But when it's all said and done, you're gonna come out, you're gonna be delicious. People are gonna be like, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. And so go through your process and let God do the rest. It's gonna be good, I promise you. Now we're gonna move on to our fruits. We're gonna get ready to make this citrus salad. I'm so excited. So y'all can join me back at this camera over here. All right, so I did go and get my knife that I really like. I'm gonna put this in the dishwater so it can be soaking, you know. So that's gonna be soaking for me. Let me stop clapping. That's so annoying. All right, so we got our oranges. I gotta sneeze, y'all. Excuse me. Oh, you're pretty neutral about them. So I guess it depends on, you know, what how you season them. Then it will determine how much you enjoy them. So that's really good if you're neutral about them. And look, this look like the skin already coming off this one. I'm gonna cut up the other stuff because y'all know I want to be extra. Cause it'd be cute when they cut it up. It'd be real cute, but it'd be so much that you know that you could have ate, but you cut it off. So I'm gonna try to be careful. But I do like the look of it being cut. All right. So here we go. This is perfect. It's just like it's falling apart. And what does this say about the orange? I'm gonna start collecting my oranges right here. So we're gonna do an orange, and if y'all don't remember, our citrus fruits are great for the winter season. They actually are, you know, coming in during our winter, and they are such a great source of vitamin C. I actually think it's perfect. I think it's perfect how God designed it. Those citrus fruit come in during the winter season when people can get sick, and then it's recommended, you know, all year round that you have vitamin C to help your immune system. And then boom, we just got citrus right at our hands. Exactly what we need with high biological availability. Yeah, you can take vitamin C, but I think your body will recognize this faster. Like even our red bell pepper, orange bell peppers has a lot of vitamin C in it. So we're going to be getting that in 2 dishes tonight. And that is by design. Okay, we're almost done with this one. Okay, so we're going to, y'all know that white part be bitter. So, but I don't know. With it being bitter, it might be actually healthy for you. It seems like those bitter herbs and things like that have a lot of health benefits to them. Now I'm gonna be looking for some seeds in this now, cause you know we do want to eat food with seeds in it, but it's getting harder and harder. So we're gonna put that over there. I'm gonna take this part off. That's a part of the core. Oops. All right. Boy, I tell you that core holds stuff together too. So watch who your core people are in your life. You need no weak core. All right then, so we're gonna cut this orange up too. Now, as y'all can see, they all different. I think that was like a blood red orange that I just peeled. That's why it was so deep. So I'm actually using like 4 different citruses. 3 of them are oranges and 1 is a grapefruit. So I guess that's really what's gonna make this so special. Like it's gonna be one orange might be sweet, another might be tangy. Then you got your bitterness of your grapefruit with the honey and mint syrup that's going to tie it all together. We're going to be using some dried mint. when we make our syrup. So it's going to be really refreshing. I think I'm going to have some leftovers of this, and I'm excited about eating that tomorrow. All right. Move that to the side, and I'm going to cut this up. I'm really interested to see. I think this one is just a regular navel orange. It's kind of tough, so I was taking it off. Yeah, I think this one is just a navel orange, and we all know how they taste. Sometimes they can be sweet, sometimes they can be tart. Our first orange that we peeled, it was actually a mandarin. What is it called? A mandarin? Yeah. It was a mandarin, so it was a sweet and tangy mandarin. I really like those. So that's going to be another element of flavor. And then we have our grapefruit right here. Why didn't you remind us that just like you put the broken mushroom back together, God puts us back together when we're broken? Oh, that's so good. That is so good. See, that was for you to say. Look at you. You better minister to the people. God puts us back together again. Hallelujah. He can fix what's broken. Mm. Now I can't wait to see how it melts together. And talking about those mushrooms again, how it's gonna melt together and become one. Y'all see my little paring knife? It's helping me get the flexibility that I need. Because I sure don't want to see all the grapefruit on the peel on the counter. Let's see. I'm gonna take it from the top to the bottom. Yeah, I could have just peeled it, y'all, but you know, why? Mm. Y'all see that? Y'all see how pretty it is? Okay, y'all can see it. All right, y'all. I think we're almost there. We're gonna get ready to make that syrup after I make the finishing slices into this grapefruit. Oh my gosh, y'all, my mouth is watering. I remember when I was pregnant with my daughter, all I wanted was grapefruit. Like I was just craving it. It's like I don't know. It's something to this. It's more than vitamin C. I can't remember what it is, but it really is something else that makes us crave this. I think it may have more vitamin C than even an orange. Now I'm gonna have to go find it out. Now y'all see I'm kind of leaving off some of the skin because that skin can be tough sometimes on the grapefruit. It's actually, yeah, it's kind of breaking apart. So I'm just gonna take that skin off. Boy, grapefruit's made tough. That's not pretty. Take that out. Don't y'all worry about that. I'll probably go back and eat it. Like when I say I'm gonna throw it in the garbage can, I probably just, probably just eat that, those pieces right there that's able to be eaten. It seems like they might be coming to the end of their season or something. Mm. I'm gonna go on and take that off because it's tough. Like I said, the skin is tough. Yeah, I'm gonna eat that. Okay, and then that's good right there. All righty. Mm. Actually, I'm gonna put it in my sparkling water, and then I'm gonna give myself a refill. Do y'all like sparkling water? I do. It don't have no calories. You can flavor it how you want to. You can drink as much as you want. It's like drinking soda, but without all that sugar. Okay, so I gotta clean. I'm gonna actually just take this whole cutting board to the trash. And we will be right back. Y'all hang in tight with me. Okay. I think we're done with this. I'm just gonna leave my cutting board sitting up here. All right, y'all. We are coming up past 8 o'clock, so clearly I'm over an hour. But we are almost done. We just have to do a couple of more things. We're gonna make our syrup. So a syrup is just water mixed with a sweetener. Instead of our sweetener being white sugar, we're not gonna use granulated sugar. We're going to use honey and water as our syrup. So with this sweetener, we want to make sure we're going to use 1/4 honey, 1/4 water, and then we're going to use our dried mint leaves. So for syrup, it's going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. We're going to use 1 part sugar and 1 part water. So y'all remember that. Oh, Al, you love red fruit. See, you will like this recipe. So let's get ready to get our little pot out so we can make our syrup. What I do? Oh, here it is. I should have already had this out. I know. I'm gonna put this right here. I'm really starting like I'm smelling the. Let me stand right here. I'm smelling the mushrooms. They're smelling so good. We're gonna check on our gumbo as our pot heats up, as the saucepan heats up for our syrup. So y'all can come on over here. I'm not gonna leave y'all out. Come on over here with me. Oops, I don't want to do that. Can y'all see it? Y'all see that? So tell me, do y'all add your rice inside or do you keep your rice on the side? And y'all can see that my gumbo, it didn't get really thick, and it's because I didn't measure the chicken broth that I added. I just added it. I added how much I wanted. So if you wanted to thicken this up, all you would have to do is you can make you another roux on the side. Maybe you would do about 2 tablespoons of fat to 2 tablespoons of flour. Get it going and then add it to this. Let it bring it to a boil, and then you can get it to how thick you want it. But I think I might add my rice into this gumbo. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So y'all sit tight while I get ready to add my rice. I don't want to do it on the side. And if my rice still has a little starch, this will help thicken it up a little bit, but not a lot, which I'm really content with the texture that it is right now. So I'm really content with that. And because I'm smelling my mushrooms like going hard in the paint in this oven, I really want to check on those. So, and I'm gonna show y'all so y'all just see it right here. And yes, I said going hard in the paint. Revealing my age. Okay, here they are. We got a little browning on top. I think that toasted Parmesan and that toasted feta cheese is gonna be so good. Of course, we have some more tender than the others, like the smaller ones are more tender. We're gonna I'm gonna put this on the side. Okay. We're gonna close the oven and we're gonna turn it off. We have our thing heating up right there. So let me move all of this to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and get my plate. And we are getting ready to wrap up, so let me hurry up and make it happen while I'm wasting time. Tell me what y'all having for dinner tonight. All right, so we're gonna add our 1/4 cup of water first. I have a liquid measuring cup, but mine stop at like 1/2, so I'm gonna put 1/2. 1/4 is half of 1/2. That's too much. It's still too much. I don't know what's wrong with mine. Okay. That's 1/2, so I'm gonna try to go down half of 1/2. Cause I really don't want to waste. I don't want to waste no honey, but I could add it to my tea, so it really won't be a waste. All right, let's add our honey. Yes. Y'all come over here and look at it too. That's all it's doing. It's not doing anything special right now. So. I hope that's not too loud for y'all. Okay. So we're gonna bring that to. We're gonna add our mint. Y'all see how to work. See what Michael at? Y'all see how to what I gotta do? There's some dried spearmint. So we're gonna turn this off now that it's come to a little boil. I'm gonna leave it right there though. Okay. Y'all sit right here. This contrast is gonna be like amazing. I promise you that. We're gonna have sweet with tangy, and we're gonna have mint, and it's gonna be so refreshing. So I'm really excited to try this. And because this syrup is hot, all of that goodness is just gonna absorb into this citrus like. Now the ingredients call for fresh mint, but I just used what I already had, and so we're not getting the green colors that we would have gotten, but I really am satisfied with how this looks. So we're gonna move this to the side. I do have my green onions right here. We're gonna get ready to plate our gumbo, and we're gonna add our mushrooms to our plate. What's on the side? What's on the side? little mushroom. He hanging in there. So we're gonna put him on the plate. Okay, we got our mushrooms. We have our grapefruit, our citrus salad. And now we're gonna add our gumbo. Y'all, I hid the rice from myself because I put it behind here. Baby, I got an ice cream scoop, but it's not scooping, okay? It's not scooping. It's not giving me a scoop. So y'all get the picture though. You know, I wanted to have that culinary feel, but Mama didn't go to culinary school. I'm just a regular home cook. So let's add our gumbo. And like I said, I'm going to add more Cajun seasoning to mine only. Just being in consideration of the kids when they eat. But the flavor, the foundation is definitely here. So okay, now we're just gonna cut up our green onion. That's gonna take it to another level for me. The fresh green onion. And it's actually, it's gonna be pretty. So okay, so y'all, let's look at what we got tonight. Y'all come on over here. Okay. Y'all starting to see it. So this is what we got. We have our gumbo. Can y'all see it? We have our stuffed mushrooms with spinach, Parmesan cheese, red bell peppers, feta cheese, and garlic, and Italian seasoning. And we have our citrus salad that I'm really excited about. I'm going to put that in the refrigerator to chill. These were the flowers that I found today. Like, I guess it's giving, I don't know what it's giving, but it's life. Even though it's already dying and it doesn't know it, it's still pretty. I guess this came off the top of a cabbage. I have no idea. So this is tonight's meal. Thank y'all for dining with me, and I hope that y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye. Oh, let me look in the camera when I do it. Let's see this right here. Thank y'all so much for dining with me, and I hope you have a good night. I enjoyed cooking with y'all tonight. So I'll see you next week. Bye.